Hey friends, what's up? In this video, I want to show y'all how to properly prune columnar apple trees. I cultivate my plants on this type of trellis because the location of my plot is characterized by strong and constant wind. You observe the hill we have. It's very windy here, especially when the wind is strong, it can cause them to break. I wired, built a trellis, and now the apple trees are secure and stationary. This is the initial requirement for columnar apple trees. And they definitely need to be trimmed. I reckon a lot of y'all who bought them think they'll grow up all nice and straight like a column. And there's no need to trim anything, it will bear fruit well. But when a tree like that grows for a few years, it can really take off, but it can also produce a very small harvest. And in order for the fruiting to start much faster and much clearer, you need to prune the trees. What do you need for this? Approach your tree and first decide how you're gonna handle it. We can drive in a convoy, then we all trim these branches to these fruit buds. Here they have taken root. However, if you have sufficient space available, I planted my trees at a distance of 1 meter from each other, which allowed for the growth of side branches on my trees. Surely makes a bigger impact. Here you have to trim it in a different way. First, let's determine where our primary conductor is. As you can observe, the tree has begun to grow. Here is our downtown area. We are going to shorten it just a little bit. Somewhere situated on the pruners, and we commence our journey, setting off from this particular place. As you can see, this is the growth of last year. Here it is, just about the size of a pair of pruning shears. In addition, we also have an extra branch situated here. We cut it off, removing approximately 2 to 3 fingers in length. As an illustration, here are a couple of tiny chairs. And most importantly, once again, we are commencing from this specific place where we have a brand new addition to the family. We are doing the same thing here. Let us go, put up 3 fingers. And we will trim it. Then we also go down, and here we see where we have a young growth and we cut it by 3 fingers. This is an important step in maintaining the health and shape of the plant, ensuring proper growth and development for the upcoming seasons. At this moment, this is the specific place. We cross our fingers with hope, and we will trim it as planned. Same here, we are keeping our fingers crossed and hopeful. What does this provide us with? You see, there are perpetually fruit buds forming around this circular band at all times. Here comes the harvest on them, same here and same here too. Also, fruit buds differ from vegetative ones. You see, here they are, more pompous and round, and here are the small buds, the little ones. One of them may potentially sprout a branch. Additionally, individuals who are cultivating columnar trees for the first time may mistakenly think that these are just some spikes growing on the tree. However, that is precisely what fruit loops are. They can be a bit lengthier, in which case they would be referred to as fruit sticks. However, here we are also reaping a harvest in these spikes, which beginners commonly refer to as. So we certainly do not delete them, and that is how we trimmed the tree in preparation for the harvest. This tree is already in its 4th year, and I also have young trees. Well, would you look at that? Same here, this is an apple tree. She has grown up, so this is what we do. Let's proceed with this plan. We're also looking for growth. So, as you can see, I've got some growth going on, and this is going to be the main conductor. So I grab the pruners, position myself right next to it, and precisely at this specific location, I cut it off using the pruners in my hand. I detached these lateral ones from the newly grown plant, maintaining a distance of about 3 fingers from the main stem during the cutting process in order to remove them. Here's how you see it, and these ones need to be trimmed too. And this task needs to be completed in order to ensure that the main conductor always receives the maximum amount of power possible, because it is constantly in vertical motion and requires as much power as it can get. And these are a little smaller, but at least they will yield a good harvest. This one is growing and this one is high. They bear fruit. So this is how we prune all of our apple trees. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I wish you a successful day and see you in the new videos.